Hey guys, what's going on? Good almost morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. As you can see, time is approaching towards midnight. It's around 11:35 when different watches have different times. So I already finished doing one list for you guys. You can watch that. But I want to do this very video yesterday, but I ran out of gas. Basically, I ran out of energy, and I'm gonna tell you what have been keeping me busy, why I'm so busy and trying to work so hard, give you some updates of my life, and I also let you know about a very particular topic I want to do. I hope it's gonna be around 7 or 8 minutes video, let's hope. So the topic I want to talk about today is, I would suggest you at this current moment, after going through fragrance game for 8 9 years, 7 8 9 years, I would like to let you know that I feel personally having a huge collection is something most of you should not opt for. Okay, or maybe you should try to get rid of some of the fragrances. And why? um, let's get into that discussion a little bit later. Let me give you the updates of life I'd like to share with you guys. And even though many of you ask me, why don't you come on live streaming and stuff, we would like to connect. I really wish, but something, like I'm just like for some reason I never actually became that person, that I'm maybe shy. I am in social platform, I talk to you guys, but when it's about interaction, I'm not really very comfortable, and I cannot actually do this professionally, like taking questions. I get tired. I have some issues, health issues. I also have other issues and stuff, but basically I'm not very comfortable in the live chat. But I like to give you updates here so you guys can give me in comments. So first of all, I would like to say, if you really want to follow me, please join my group Fragcomm Bangladesh. I always leave in the description box all three of my groups. One is for everybody, other two groups are just for Bangladesh, my Decant and sales page. And Fragcomm Bangladesh is just for us, all of us, discussion, reviews and whatnot, new releases. But now what's keeping me busy? Okay, what's the update? So as you guys know, I've been doing, like, last a month I was telling you Bangladesh is under dire straits. A lot of bad situation was there, and definitely a lot of tragedy happened, a lot of bad things went down here. The last government, dictator government, we could not say these things in public. Right now I can say these words, but there was a time we lost our freedom of speech and we're very scared to live here. So there was a demonstration by students, in short, and they were demanding some rights like quota system cancellation, or revisit, which actually basically meant there are a lot of jobs being given from government to people who do follow and support the party which government are ruling. So if you support government, you get job. Otherwise, even if you are talented, you do not, like, your quota would be much less. So this quota system is unfair, and they were protesting for it. But later they were attacked by the past government's ruling parties, goons. They're not students, they have the student leagues, but they were actually, like, attacking the students who were just doing peaceful demonstration on the roads. They were attacking them with weapons and force, beating them up. They're beating the girls up, and basically they killed a lot of how to say, they took lives of many innocent people here. And that basically led to a big like a revolution, I would say, and movement which saw the exit of the past government. And in that 1 month, it's nothing less than like a war torn country situation, almost like a fight between police services versus our normal people. In the end, everybody came down to streets, and that was the fall of dictator. So they basically, still now the new country is seeing a lot of challenges, big challenges now. Our neighboring country opened their, like, border. They have this I don't know what you call those things, like what holds the river. So basically they opened those, man. I'm so sorry, I can't remember a lot of words, but basically that caused heavy flood in some part of Bangladesh now, right after the new government. It's not really taken over, but right now it's like a temporary government, right? So basically they are facing a lot of challenges. We have financial issues, a lot of mishaps happening, crimes happening, but slowly people are realizing that we have to really take charge and change the country a little bit, and then we have to be aware of what's going wrong, and we have to protect this country. So hopefully, I'm very hopeful that good things will happen. At least we feel free, we feel stress free. And I always used to say, pray for my country, pray for my country. There was a time I was going to go to the revolution thing, and then, they were actually open shooting to, they're shooting people in the open. So basically I was like, I was so upset about the whole thing. And how do I say, I actually went to a different zone in life. I went very depressed, I went very sad, and I'm very scared. And I was thought, like, let's just give my life, at least maybe something will change. But I could not go. It was the students who did it. We all people stayed at home, but later we joined them in celebration. So I would say, yeah, this generation, Gen Z, are so brave. So I always say I love them and they're my family, and I would support them till the end. Okay, so that's basically it. So in the meantime, I lost so much time because there was no internet in Bangladesh. There's so much happening. We were just so lost. No internet, no Facebook, nothing. We could not work, and we didn't know what's happening. We're disconnected from the world. And that 1 month or so, 10 days, our people who used to work like freelancers, everybody, online business, everything was destroyed in Bangladesh. So we are rebuilding from zero. And my channel took hit, my sales took hit, and now the flood is happening. So the whole challenge is, rebuilding, working against. I'm trying to get back to normal. Even 1 week I uh, took out of this month to, we used to have a patrolling team, in our area to save our neighborhood. A lot of these criminals were attacking. Anyway, that's just the update. So the other update is why I'm so busy. Actually, I'm trying to move out of this place and I want to live alone by myself. And it has been like long overdue. And I actually have some issue that I want to share. Don't want to share, but there's something bothering me in my life. So I decided to make a big change. And I've been running to hunt for a new house for the past almost 10 days, and it took out a lot out of me. And every time you see me tired, I'm trying to sell off many of my bottles. I'm trying to reduce my cost, reduce my collection, and trying to save some money. So I'll need all this when I move to a new place, because in that place I have to pay rental, I have to pay everything by myself. And it will be like a full on new life. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully I can manage with help of God and your prayers. But that's what's keeping me very 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 busy. And I finish my work half day, then the rest of the day I go for house hunting and all that. Hopefully I found the place that I was looking for, and everything, if is okay, I'll try to move on from next month. So it will be a transition. Moving is never easy, moving all my bottles and stuff. So here comes the topic. The other topic is, I want to tell you maybe a little bit more than 8 minutes, and that is why having a large collection sometimes is not a wise thing. So I'm just not going to say because I'm moving that's why it's challenging. No, there are many other challenges. First challenge: when you have a huge collection, you'll never end up using all your perfumes, which is like generally accepted. Most of the big collectors don't pray or hope that their fragrance will finish. They just want to have like a library of fragrances, pick it up, maybe have a garage full of fragrances. They have a whole castle full of fragrances, thousands of them, and they have like eternal collections. Some people do. The collectors, they're insane collectors, right? So what happens is, people, when they have that, they either are very well off, they're rich, and they have a huge space in the house, which not everybody has. So most of us are like middle class, or upper middle class, lower middle class. So for us, space is always an issue. So if you have a huge collection, you run out of space, which I am suffering. I live in this small room. You guys know I live in this tiny little room. Hopefully I'll have my whole apartment, fingers crossed, and with God willing, and I'll have so much more space. I'll show you. I'll do review from new place if God allows me, and I hope I can see it. But you run out of space. You cannot walk. Sometimes I have like so many things in my room. To open one cupboard, I have to remove 3 boxes. It is very painful. So having a huge collection, it will take up a lot of your space. Second thing, yeah, as I was mentioning in the first point, like first time I was saying that you'll not end up using all your perfumes. So it's in a way looks like it's a burden. Okay, you are hoarding and you are wasting your money. How is it wastage? You may ask, like, isn't fragrance, it's never a waste? Yeah, in a way it is not, because it's always happiness. You are not gambling, whatever. But when you buy way too many, I'll show you what I've been doing. Sometimes I've been buying, like things I don't need, but I like, you know what I mean? Like I have a thing for watches. I have like maybe even just Casio or something, but I see a beautiful dial, I buy it. And I ended up buying 70, 80, 90 watches, and they're taking a lot of spaces. So this is kind of like addiction. Yeah, you just keep buying, keep buying. And I like to rotate, I like to wear all my watches, but how many you can wear at one time and how many fragrances you can wear in a day. So if you're talking about practicality, yeah, if you have a huge collection, you have to narrow it down better, more to a more manageable collection, let's say 50, 100, like a rough number, so you know exactly where you kept your fragrances. When I want to declutter, when I want to do decanting, sometimes I forget. I have like 6 boxes of perfumes, and I do not remember where I kept it. So imagine, to find one perfume you have to literally go through hundreds of fragrances. It is not easy. Imagine a box, top of that box there's another box, and there are other bags, and there's like other stuff, shoes, and you remove them just to do one bottle decanting. So this is a challenge. And if you have a huge collection, huge house, no problem, you know exactly where they are. But if you don't have a big house, I would rather say narrow it down. So you'll use your fragrances, you'll know where they are, and then they will be actually not wasted. If imagine fragrance goes bad and you have to throw it away, it's a waste. You bought food, you did not eat, you threw it away, it's a waste. I personally do not like wasting, and I feel guilty. It's not just our religion. I also feel as human beings we should not waste. There are many countries people are not so blessed. Okay, so whenever I buy clothing, shoes, I'd like to wear them. Means that I don't feel like I just bought it out of impulse. Okay, no impulse buying. So the next point I want to say, like, let's say you want to move. Now I'm having a huge headache, huge scare. Like if I want to move my bottles, I have to be very careful. If I put them in like a big box, like say they hold 200 bottles, and if I want to move, imagine I drop that box, God forbids, all the bottles will be broken and that would be just gone. And these are kind of like not cheap. Each bottle, even if you say $20 per bottle on average, how much money you spend. So when you move, it will be a daunting task, right? So keep that in mind. And the last point I would like to say, when you shouldn't have a huge collection, is that um, at one point, as I was saying, it is no longer about enjoying the fragrance or like buying it because you love it, you love the game. It actually controls you. Okay, it becomes an addiction. Means you have to buy to be happy, not to wear, because a full bottle of a fragrance is very difficult to finish. It's one of the most difficult things to finish, things to do, because those who have a bottle, some of my friends, Alonso, he says, bro, I finished this bottle, that bottle. I'm like, good man. But when you cannot finish a bottle, means like, like 100 ml, how many sprays? Good lord, right? So the addiction takes over, means is no longer enjoyable. You try to compete with others. You see someone, oh, he's having that, I need that. If he has one Rojada, I need three. So when it becomes like that, then you see, before you know, look behind you, and you see like you have like 5,000 fragrances, and how much money that you invested in there, crazy. And when you want to sell them, it's not going to be exactly like you're going to make profit on each of them. You're going to have a lot of losses. So basically it's a loss from day one, throughout the space issue, not usage, going bad, selling at a loss, and then if you running out of space. So all these things, I feel maybe it's better, like not like me. Look at my, someone said your bed is also having fragrances. I am sick, I am in trouble, right? So I am trying to sell a few fragrances before I move, and I'm selling them for cheap. I have no other option. But thankfully I invested. It's just one last point, which is a positive. Imagine I had all this money from my sales, YouTube, AdSense and all, but I ate it up. Let's say I ate steak every day. Now I'm not doing that anymore. And let's say I want to party, I want to finish my money. Basically, there's no way to recover that money. At least when you have invest in perfumes, if they don't go bad, you can at least recover some money when you sell them in a marketplace, right? So that's the upside. So it's kind of like investment, money in the bank, perfume in the bank, right? So that's one positive. But huge collection sometimes is not for everybody, especially if you cannot manage, and if you are not financially so like rich. I would say rich, like you own like insane amount of money, then no problem, that's fine. You don't have to bother. But people like us who are supposed to, like, hey, $5 spent, I have to finish that burger by tomorrow, else it's gonna get spoiled or expired, right? So yeah, that's the topic. Just a small little topic I want to do. But do what makes you happy. Okay, don't do anything that if you don't want to sell, don't sell. If your heart doesn't allow, don't sell. If you feel you're not enjoying the game, take a break. Because if you're not enjoying the perfume game, it is just gonna make you feel more stressed, and you feel really angry, and one point you'll just quit. That is not the goal. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Okay, good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.